Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing a shoot, self-portrait shoot with the Canon T3i. Yeah, we're going to see if this like less than $200 camera is still good enough, and we're going to take some self-portraits today of me, of course. So, let's get to it. So, yeah, this is the old Canon T3i. I got a 50mm lens, the 1.8, so it's really cheap setup here. 18 megapixels. Here is the swivel screen. That'll be really nice for doing these self-portraits, but other than that, it is a very basic little setup. And yeah, so this is just kind of what the camera looks like. Very small, very lightweight, and very inexpensive. So there you go. Okay, so we got the camera on continuous mode. It's over here, you can't see it. I'll set it up to where you can't see it. But we have it on self-timer mode. We're gonna take a quick shot and let's see how it looks. I will put the result on screen and we'll go from there. Oh my goodness. What is this camera doing? Let's do another one. It was on a weird continuous thing. I don't know why. Let's do another one though. Perfect. That looks. So there's that first shot. As you can see, looks pretty good. Get these out of the way. And now I'll probably set up a strobe of some sort so we can get some better lighting. So let's do that. Okay, so I now have the Godox AD1200 Pro set up. I know what you're thinking. This is a $2,000 flash. I can't afford a $2,000 flash. I get that, but this is kind of the only strobe I have, and this is how I shoot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sit right here again, pop a little light. Here's the camera. I've got the trigger on there, and this is kind of what the scene looks like from behind. So let's do this thing. Let's see what that looks like. And you know, that actually doesn't look too bad. Got some nice lighting on me. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad at all. I would say this is a perfectly usable shot. Let's do some more. That's really nice. What I might do though is let up on that shutter speed just a little bit. Come back down on this. We're going to let in a little more ambient light. And we're going to go like this. Let's see how that looks. Okay, let's... Try again. So here's our next setup. I'm just going to be sitting right about where that shadow's at. There's the camera, and we're just going to do some kind of nice sitting poses. Hold on. Just because I know people are going to ask what my settings are. Right now they are 400th of a second, f5 ISO 100. And then as far as my strobe goes, I'm only on like quarter power. So yeah, let's see how these ones do, okay? All right, go right about here. Take a look, see how that looks. That doesn't look too bad. Looks pretty darn good, don't it? Cool. Now, one thing that I have noticed when it comes to the T3i is that it doesn't handle the backlighting situations very well. you get a really weird kind of magenta-y kind of flare when it should be yellow. My guess it has to do something with the sensor and being an older sensor, and it just doesn't handle that well. I'm not sure what it is, but either way, backlit situations don't seem to look the best. But other than that, I would have to say that the T3i, she's doing pretty good. So yeah, quite impressed with this camera so far. Let's do some more shooting. Okay, so now we are going to my next location, which I got set up over here, and I'm actually just going to switch over to the kit lens, the good old 18 to 55 millimeter lens. Definitely not recommended, but hey, let's see what we can do with it, right? So here we are at our new location. All right, switching up the 50 mil with the 18 to 55, and we're gonna just do some wide angle portraits, and yeah, let's do it. Put this one back in the bag here. Let's go. Okay, so this is our kind of last little location, I guess, and I'm gonna be shooting up on myself. There's a really loud bird. Seagull. My goodness. Well, that's annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna be shooting up at myself. This is what the scene looks like as of right now. This is what it looks like. So as you can see, I got the sun on the right-hand corner, and this big tree, and I'm gonna be standing kind of towards the side of the tree. So let's put this back on to self-timer mode, and my settings have changed. I'm at ISO 100. I am at 200th of a second because I want to jump out of high-speed sync so I can get the most power from this thing, because we're going to try to overpower the sunlight. And then I'm at f22 because I need to compensate for all of the ambient light and stop the ambient light down. So let's take a look. Let's see how it looks from there. Let's see how that looks. That one is not bad at all, actually. I'm gonna take this wristband thing off here. That's kind of cool. I'm actually gonna come down with my framing just a little bit. Let's do another one. Same thing. And now, one thing that's really tough is that when you have a subject that wears glasses, you're gonna get a glare. I've got a glare going on here. That's fine, whatever. But as you can see, the shot looks really cool, right? So as you can see, the shots from the T3i, they don't look bad. Now, yes, I am using about $2,000 in lighting here. But let's just go for a little photo walk with the T3i and take some natural light images. And yeah, so let's just go for a walk. I'll throw back that 50 mil lens back on there, and we will just go for a fun little nature walk. Let's just do that. What do you think? So we are ready for our little walk. I have completely changed over lenses. I'm using the Sigma 150 mil lens. It's a macro lens, very sharp. This is about a 200 mil lens equivalent on full frame terms. So very long, but that's fine because we're gonna do some nature shooting anyway. If there's anything out and about anyway, so yeah. So let's go do that, shall we? It's actually been a really nice day. Believe it or not, about 24 hours or so ago, there was snow all over the ground. So the fact that it's actually really nice and sunny out is good. I'll take it. So let's enjoy this weather while we can, as I would say. So once again, T3i, 150 mil macro lens. A little overkill, but we're gonna use it anyway, because we like to go extreme sometimes. So let's see what's out there. You know, so far, haven't really seen anything. So, that's great, I guess. Guess we'll just keep going. Now, one thing that I will say about the T3i is that the grip, it's pretty small. Like, my big giant hands, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty small grip. I understand that it's a beginner camera for like smaller hands and stuff like that, but still pretty small in my hands. Could be a downside, could be a good thing if you have smaller hands. It'll fit your hands a lot better, but for me, a little too small. I suppose I should probably take a couple shots with it, even though I'm not finding much of anything, but there's some cool trees over here that have some really nice backlit sun on the leaves. So let's take a couple shots of those. Right now my settings are at 1/320th ISO 400 2.8. Let's crank up that shutter speed. What are we at now? 1/50th. Let's go up to 1/1600. And that doesn't look too bad. You know, the colors from this little camera, they are pretty good. They are very vibrant colors. It does have that legendary 18 megapixel sensor that was in the 7D, the t3i, the 60D. They all share the same sensor. And with good lighting, this sensor does pretty darn good, I'm not gonna lie. So, I do like the image quality from the T3i. So you probably can't see it, but there's some ducks and geese right about there-ish. And we'll go take some photos of them. So, take off this bag, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm home now, and that concludes the shoot with the Canon T3i. I think the camera did really well. If you understand lighting, put some good lenses on it, I think you can still get some pretty good results. I would recommend getting like a 50mm 1.8 if you can, but other than that, pretty good little camera. I'd still say it's definitely a great beginner camera. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you loved it, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave those in the comment section below. I'll be sure to get to those, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.